back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll run with Clement. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They run with Ajayi. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. To throw is Wentz. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Jalen Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. first down. It's gone. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Elliott, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They go play action here on first down. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's Ajayi. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Right back to him on first down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now it's Ajayi. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked out by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. So after the INT, here's Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This is Ajayi, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Play action. Now Wentz. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Go!
throwing on third. Goff. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Now they'll run it on the toss. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Wentz to throw on second down. Dancing to his left. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes our score 17-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Buying time to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go, fellas, here we go.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And now running right through it. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
180. 14. 14. Tiger, Tiger.
Goff now looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up on the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He was looking for Daniels that time.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Wentz now to throw. He's going to launch this thing way down. He's got a man complete. A gain of 39 that time.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 23 yards on the play. Into the red zone. Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Wentz again. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Tyreek Hill on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. A dump off to Elliott. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Agba in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. On 2nd down, here's Goff. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Super. Hey, 5. Shell. 5. 17.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Black.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And out now come the Cowboys. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Black 20. Orange. 5. Start him up here. Watch the slant.
Now Goff on 1st down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now they try the right side here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Goff
on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
That's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long. So
after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. They're going deep for Hill. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Being chased out left. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive. And he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. He's going to get it running right. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. To throw, it's Wentz. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Elliott now to kick this one away. The return man is Hill. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Super. 5.
Back to throw. Goff. And Daniels has it left side. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. And out now come the Eagles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Working from the gun, Wentz. Flushed out right. Ertz over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on first.
I think this one comes under the heading of sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because you and I both know coaches go crazy seeing their quarterbacks roll out, in this case to the right side, and try to throw back into the middle of the field. He got away with one there.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Flush to his right. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Louis. Here we go. 180. Maverick. 14. 5. 6 man.
On first down, it's gone. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Super one.
They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Well, that 2nd down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Going through to keep it himself. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
Starting left
On first down, gone. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time. That'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll fake the give. Now gone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Daniels. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Hey, 76. 76. 76.
On third down, that's Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 34. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty.
Tiger, Tiger. Go. 80. Start left here. Hard ball, hard ball. Al, look up. Maverick.
A shotgun snap for gone. Throw left side complete. It's Daniels. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Al, look up.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. The Cowboys on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's gone. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Great 15, great 15.
On play action, Wentz. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of, What's right in this game nowadays? Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
We're good. We're good.
Again to Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. It's caught right side by Daniels. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Smith, his first carry, and he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Starting left here.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Everyone's got 4 down.
Toss left to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 1. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Play action. It's gone. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Good chip.
On the carry, here's Clement. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Shorty.
They'll run again with Clement. And some room to maneuver. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Wentz to throw. Escaping the pressure right. They find some open field here. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
For Tokyo!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Philadelphia, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.